Hey guys, it's Gorazar here, and today I'm going to be doing something that I don't normally do, and that's an unboxing, as you have already guessed by the title. So yeah, my copy of the Criterion Showa Blu-ray set came today, finally. I literally waited all day. I woke up early this morning thinking that, Amazon was going to deliver it like around maybe 10, 11 a.m., and I was waiting all morning, and it didn't come until 4:30 p.m. Finally, it's here. But 4:30, I had to go pick up a friend from work, so now I'm doing this 2 hours after it came in the mail. So now I finally get to do this. You can tell how excited I am. It's a really big box. I know I've heard that the thing is huge, but I guess it's really big enough to warrant a box this big. It's the size of a laptop. Oh. I'm gonna play with those later. Oh. It's even wrapped like a book, because whenever I order graphic novels online from Amazon, they always put them in cases like this, I guess, to secure more protection. Damn. Oh shit. Wow. It is, I'm not kidding, this is huge. It's literally the size of a book. Damn. Wow, this is insane. Yeah, this honestly is a moment for me, because my first Godzilla films were the Showa films. Gigan was my first Godzilla movie. Biolante was my second. My third was either Destroy All Monsters or 98. One of those two, but those two movies are in the top 5. But still, I am very fond of the Showa era. It's my favorite era of Godzilla films, like I've iterated so many times in the past, and words cannot express how happy and grateful I am that Criterion went above and beyond to deliver this box set of all 15 movies into one Blu-ray set, because, for a long time it was deemed impossible that we would ever get a box set of the Showa Blu-rays into one unified set like this one. And the reason why was because of rights issues here in the United States. Different companies own different titles of the Showa era. Classic Media owned a certain amount of titles. Sony earned a certain amount of titles for a certain amount of time. And then Kraken owned them for a certain amount of times, and so on and so forth. So, wow, they really waited until the right time to gather them all up. So that's cool. I hate to say this, but I'm really not a fan of the psychedelic artwork. I think it's too on the nose, And this version of Godzilla kind of looks a little bit more like the Heisei Godzilla film rather than the Showa Godzilla. And that awesome essay by one of my favorite Godzilla scholars, Steve Reifel. And just like a book, I guess there's a table of contents showing you what titles are on this set. They're the international titles. So here's Godzilla 54 with the credits, and a brief little linear note from Ed Gotsuchowski, my second favorite Godzilla scholar. There. That's another linear note from Gotsuchowski, because it says EG right there, where the author's name should be. Another thing that was deemed impossible was getting the rights for the Japanese version of Kong vs. Godzilla released in the United States in any way, in any format. And like I said, Criterion really went up and beyond to actually get that release onto this set, both the Japanese and English versions of that movie. That is the 2002 Godzilla, is it not? That is not the 64 Godzilla. Every film has its individual page with linear notes and the credits and cast. and independent artwork from independent artists. It's weird enough how Criterion didn't get the international dubs for Sea Monster, Hedorah, and Gigan. I wonder if Kraken still has the rights to those. So Godzilla, destroy monsters. I hate to sound ungrateful, but I'm also not a fan of the other artwork for each film. Again, I just don't like that tongue-in-cheek, on-the-nose approach. I felt like they should have gotten more, I guess you would say, traditional artwork, more like, not concept art, but things that they used in lobby cards and promotions and things like that, vintage stuff like that. It would have given it a much more retro feel rather than this kind of like I said, a psychedelic acid trip looking artwork. I know there's some Godzilla fans that dig it, props to them, but I'm just not a fan of it. Like Jet Jaguar right here and Megalon Gigan, they look too anime-ish right here. This one, however, I really, really dig. This seems like they took a screenshot from an anime adaptation of Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla. This artwork is actually pretty cool. That kind of looks like the 84 Godzilla, doesn't it? It doesn't look like the 75 Godzilla. Here's the acknowledgments, thanks, and about the transfers. And there's some of the logos, Toho, Universal, and there's the Godzilla trademark pendant. Here are the discs. This is great. Since the size has become somewhat of an issue with fans, honestly, what's so hard about creating space, guys? It's not that hard. Some have, oh wait, there's another piece of artwork behind here, but it's kind of glued on there, so I don't want to rip it off and create a little bit of damage. I guess I'll leave it on. You can see the glue stain right there, and yeah, I don't want to take it off. But yeah, going back to the space thing, yeah, I know it's big. Like I said, guys, it's not so hard to create space, so matter of fact, I'll show you guys where I plan on putting this. So as you guys can see, this is where I put all my Blu-rays. This is just a Blu-ray set. I have a DVD collection that's in here, in the closet. That's to give you a hint up there. Those are all DVDs. So I've given it some thought as to where I'm going to put this huge book-sized Blu-ray set. Right here is where I put books and comics and whatnot. This entire section is Godzilla books. So I was originally thinking about, since it's the size of a book, that I probably should put it with the books. There's enough space right there. But now I think it's probably more fitting if I put it up here. It fits. It's easy for me to get. So yeah, that was my unboxing, and hope you enjoyed me getting excited opening it up, and I hope you guys enjoy this, because I'm definitely going to enjoy this. And again, I know they're not seeing this, but still I want to say thank you to the Criterion Collection and Janus Films for acquiring all 15 of these classic films and putting them into one single unified Blu-ray set. I never thought I'd live to see the day when such an impossibility would happen, but they made the impossible happen, and here it is in my hands. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to get to watching and enjoying these, and I hope you enjoy them too. And remember, long live the king.